So, depending on what age you retire, how long will you live? Now, guys, this is totally different from the normal life expectancy stats you usually hear, right? I mean, for men, the most recent ones are life expectancy for men is 74.8 years, and for women, 80.2 years. But those life expectancy stats are based on from birth. Okay, there are a lot of people, very young infants that don't make it to the rest of their life. What does that do? That skews down those numbers that I just gave you. The numbers I'm going to give you is once you hit a certain age, what is the average number of years that you will live past that age? Okay, it makes a big difference. Just wait for those stats. Leave me comments, guys. For people that you know, could be family members, could be friends. How long do they live after they retired? I mean, unfortunately, yeah, some people pass away pretty quickly. I was in a job, my last job before I retired. Within the first 6 months of me working there, 3 people that had just retired before I started died. That happens, especially for people that don't have anything to do in retirement or depending on their age. One was way up there, the other 2 not so much. It freaked my boss out, let me tell you. So I'm getting all these stats from retirementresearch.com. Okay. So as I said, this is based on the age you retired, and we'll go from 55 all the way up to 70. And then past that, I've got some more stats all the way up to the age of 100. If you live to 100, what's the average amount of years you live past that? Okay. So here we go. Let's start at age 55. If you retire at age 55, how many years on average will you live past that? Now, these numbers are going to be higher than the numbers I gave you at the very beginning, because by the time people get to this age, life expectancy is longer. Okay, you've weeded out all those little tiny, unfortunately, those tiny babies that didn't make it through the first year or 2 of life, and other people that had diseases when they were very young, right? So, age 55. For a man, he can expect to live another 25 years if he makes it to 55, if he retires at 55. For a woman, she can expect to live another 28.4 years. So yes, you females, you got us beat in this whole age thing. Give us your secrets, all right? Give us your secrets. If you retire at age 60, a man can expect to live another 21.1 years. So that'll make him 81, a little over 81. For a female, they can expect, if they retire at 60, to live another 24.2 years, a little over 84 years. Okay, that's a long life, guys. I mean, my mom passed away in 91. My dad is going to be 89 in a couple weeks, and he's still going strong. So I have longevity in my family. What does that mean? That means when you retire, okay, most of the time they tell you to have a 30-year retirement plan. Okay, now if you're retiring at 70, not so much. But for most people, unless you retire really early, like if you retired at 55, yeah, you're going to want more than 30 years. I would go for 35, okay? But for most people in the usual retirement ages, 30 years is a good thing to shoot for. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If that's something you think you might like the video, and think about subscribing as well. Okay, let's bump up to age 65. If you retire at age 65, for men, expect to live another 17.5 years. So that makes it to 82.5 years. That's a pretty long life. For women, expect to live another 20.2 years. That's a long life. A little more than 85. That's a long life. Now, for those of you, here's a couple other stats. Since 65 is pretty much a normal age for retirement, and again, I've got more stats for you, going up to 70 all the way to 100. But let me go in this little sidebar here for a second. Just to show how life expectancy has gone up since 1950, if you had retired at 65 in 1950, men would only live to be 77.8 years old, as opposed to now they're living over 82 years old. In 1950, a woman would only be expected to live to 80, okay, whereas now she's expected to live to 85. If you jump that up to 1970, a man would expect to live until 78.1 years, a woman 82 years. If you go up to the year 2000, a man would expect to live 81, where a woman would live up to 84. And the latest ones we just did, a man could expect to live to 82 and a half, and a woman 85.2 years. Okay, look at the big difference, man, with the difference in medicine, the difference in working conditions now, right? As opposed to 1950. Yeah, we're living longer. So what does that mean? That means we need a stronger retirement plan. Back in the 50s, a lot of pensions, right? A lot of pensions. We need a stronger retirement plan. Guys, you need to start planning it as early as possible. And if you are not 90 to 95% sure in your retirement plan, especially for those of you that are doing it on your own, bring in a professional financial advisor or retirement planner to help you with that. Retirement plans are more important than ever nowadays. Okay, so let's jump to if you retire at the age of 70, and yes, a lot of people still retire at the age of 70. You can expect to live another 14.2 years as a man, so that'll get you a little over 84. For a woman, you can expect to live to 16.3 years, another 16.3, so that'll get you a little over 86 years of age. That's a long life. Let's jump to 80. Now, the vast majority of people are not going to be retiring at 80, okay? But these ages apply to forget it, even if you never worked in your life. If you reach these ages, if instead of retiring at 60, you have just made it to 60, these same stats apply to you, okay? So at the age of 80, men can expect to live another 8.1 years, women another 9.5 years. If you make it to the age of 90, men can be expected to live another 3.9 years. Hey man, that could be still 3 quality years if you run marathons when you're 85. 90 for women, expect to live another 4.6 years. And the ripe old age of 100. For men, expect to live another 1.9 years. Man, start drinking and smoking and toking. You got another 1.9 years of going crazy. For women, if you make it to 100, you can expect to live another 2.2 years, okay? They're the stats for you guys. Hey, let me comment just a little bit on my last video that some of you just went crazy over, man. It stirred up a hornet's nest. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check out my video I did a couple days ago on when I reach 70, I will no longer be in stocks. Man, did I get a lot of detractors on that. And you know what, guys? That's okay, because retirement is all about, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's also not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to risk tolerance, right? Or life expectancy, all that stuff. But believe me, I don't mind. I love to stir up conversation. So some of these topics you see me put out there, you might be going, whoa, what the heck is he talking about? That's what I want, because you guys give the best comments on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. I want that. I want to stir up some discussion. Okay, hey, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Like I've said in other videos, in some cases, you guys have got me to change my mind on my different opinions. Okay, on this one, I'll let you know when I hit 70 if I've changed my mind, all right? But, you know, it should be like this in all of life now, right, guys? I mean, over the last 5, even 10 years maybe, you know, we've got to the point where we just can't talk to each other anymore. Whatever happened to, having, normal conversations about things we disagree on? Hey, it's like, you like chocolate ice cream. I like vanilla. Okay, great. Let's go watch a movie together. Not so much anymore, right? That's fine. Just so you know, in my videos, I like that. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. You don't have to agree with me. You could totally disagree with me. I don't mind at all. I want to get the discussion going and keep it going. All right? So, guys, what'd you think about the age? Hey, we're living longer than we ever did before. We have to have solid retirement plans. We have to make sure we are 90 to 95% good on those retirement plans, whether it's a 401k, an IRA, even pensions, man. If you have a pension, make sure, I'm trying to convince my girlfriend on this. She has a pension coming up, but she doesn't know that many details about it. Make sure you know all the details about your pension, okay? Everything. I don't care even if you're not interested. Sit down for like a half a day and absorb all the information you can on pensions. Yes, it'll be an automatic check coming to you, but don't you want to know how they're calculating that? What are the different, parts A, B, C, D? I know I sure do. So there you go, guys, from the lovely high desert where it is blowing out there today. We got this.